So grab a piece of paper and we'll talk a little bit about a point of usage. And this particular point of usage has to do with agreement. What is agreement? Who could define that word? Brendan, how would you define it?
So like agreeing on something is like believe in the same thing.
Okay, so if I said, Zeke, let's go to Chick-fil-A, and Zeke says, yes, Chick-fil-A, that's where we should go, we're in agreement. If Zeke says, no, we should go to Chipotle, then we get to have an argument, right? And then probably I'll win because I'm bigger. Plus I got the money and the car. But so there's agreement if we have the same view. So there's a strange thing in grammar we call agreement. And I'm going to write a sample sentence on the board here. And I want you to see if you can figure out where is the disagreement in this sentence, all right? Okay. Turtles spend most of its life in cool water. Turtles spend most of its life in cool water. There's a disagreement here. Ben, what are you thinking?
It should be there.
It's. You don't like it's. Why not?
Doesn't sound right.
Doesn't sound right. Well, anyone got a better reason as to just it doesn't sound right? Zeke, what would you say?
The cool water doesn't sound right.
Oh, you don't like the cool water. Okay, well, that could be a disagreement with the turtle information, but grammatically, Jack, what would you say?
The reason it doesn't work is it says turtles spend most of its life in cool water. Turtles means more than one, and it would mean it's only one.
Okay, there you go. So that's why it doesn't sound right, right? So there's a term when you have more than one. Does anyone know what that term is?
Plural.
Plural. Have you heard that term before? All right. So turtles is a plural noun, right? But it is not plural, right? What's the opposite of plural in grammar? Do you know?
Singular.
Singular. There you go. So this would be singular, and there's your disagreement. When you are using a pronoun to refer back to a noun, they have to be the same, right? Or else there's disagreement. And then to our ears, because we grew up speaking English, we kind of just know if it sounds right or not. We'd say, no, that's not right. But knowing why, it's the disagreement. So there's a couple ways we could fix this up. How could we make this not disagree, but make it agree and sound right? Brendan, how would you do it?
Get rid of the S in its.
Okay, so get rid of the S. Oh, get rid of the S in its? Okay, let's try that. Turtles spend most of its life in cool water. Did that work? No. Okay, let's put that back. Since that didn't work, let's change something else. Anna Kay?
You change it's to there.
To there. You would put there. Okay. So there, T-H-E-I-R, would be the plural pronoun. And it would go with turtles. Okay, that would be one option. There's actually another way you could get agreement. How would you do it, Emma?
Take out the S in turtles and put an A before turtles.
Okay, so another way to do this, let me use a different color, since I love these colors. you could take off the S, put A, make that uncapital, and say a turtle spend most of its life in cool water. Are we okay now? Is there still something a little off? Benjamin?
Spends.
Spends. So that is the funniest thing about English. And I tell you, it drives the poor people who don't grow up speaking English and have to learn it, kind of drives them crazy because it doesn't make a lot of sense. If you have turtles with an S, you don't have an S on spend, right? Turtles spend. But if you have a turtle, you have to put the S on there. What's this about? Kind of tough. But there you have it. So now this becomes singular, this is singular, and the verb matches what we need for a singular verb. When you are finished with your paper, let's say you've had your editor edit it, and you've got your final copy, you typed it or you wrote it, and before you say, I'm finished, and put it in your binder so you can turn it in to me, what's a really good thing to always do? After you're pretty sure you're completely finished, but before you turn it in. Zeke?
Reread it all.
Reread it all. Awesome, right? How many people have the habit of that? You give your paper one last read. Good. Now I'm going to tell you a secret trick so that you can read it and catch any last little thing that might sneak in on you. Read it out loud to your dog or cat. What if you don't have a dog or a cat?
A bird.
A bird, a fish,
Our parents.
your parents,
Your brother or sister.
brother or sister, or
Chicken.
a chicken if you have one. The problem with a chicken is keeping it in one spot because chickens are always running around. So you'd be like, desert nomads are always on the move. Chicken, get over here, listen to me. No. So that'll help you catch a few things.